Hey there, Big Brother and other show fans. It is Thursday, April 22nd, and I have been very bad about doing any of these. For the record, I've recorded probably 3 or 4 since the last one was posted, but I don't post it right away, and then I doubt myself, and so I never get it posted. So, let's pretend I haven't done one of these for a very long time, and I will give you a quick little update on what's up. So first of all, for those of you that are hearing me talk for the very first time, my name is Mike. My main Twitter handle is BBGOSSIP. You may know me from the Big Brother Gossip podcast. You may know me from playing Sequester, a online game, a few times last summer. If you ever check those things out, you may know me from, I don't know, something else. But I thought I would just come on, say hello, hi, update you on my thoughts on a couple of different things, including Big Brother Canada, the Circle, different permutations of that, Big Brother Australia, and we'll actually post this one today, I promise. Also Paramount. We can talk about that too, very, very briefly. In no particular order, because that's how my muddled brain works. We'll try to hit the Big Brother first, though. So let's talk about Big Brother Canada. We can touch on Big Brother USA too, but spoiler alert, I have no news on Big Brother USA other than it does look like it's going to happen. Big Brother Canada. So I had kind of not been watching it all the time, and I thought I'd fallen several weeks behind. I watched it the past few days, and I actually turns out I got caught up. Now, I haven't seen yesterday's episode. Yesterday would have been a Power of Veto episode. I haven't seen yesterday's, and I have been very good the last week or so of not seeing any online spoilers. So I do not know what is happening as far as online. Now, I will say this, spoiler alert, I'm going to talk a little bit about Big Brother Canada. I figure if you're not into it yet, you're not getting into it, and if you are into it, you should already know what's happening. I'm not going to go up to what's happening this week, but I will offer a couple of thoughts about things that have happened in the past. But the other problem is I'm also not good with any of the names. Well, I knew some of them, actually. I know the name Beth. I know the name Kiefer and Tara. Let me think. And I can't think of his name. I see his face, but I can't think of his name. Brandon. So I guess I do know a few names. But it's not a bad season, and from my understanding, I was having lunch with one of my friends, Useless Traffic, John, aka Useless Traffic, yesterday, and I said, it's not a bad season. I'm hearing from the bit of the live feed chatter that I have picked up, or from the people who watch live feeds, is that it's fun to watch. The live version is fun to watch too, the real-time version, not just the TV show. Because the TV show, they can edit to make a boring season seem somewhat interesting. But this TV show has been interesting, and I guess it's not all just in the editing. It has been an interesting live show to watch. Although I can remember seeing couple of people that I followed ranting about some of the house guests about being clueless. They don't know what's going on, even though they think they do. And I'm thinking, there's really nobody that's been painted that way. And specifically the names that I saw, it's like, well, they're not being painted that way on the TV show. So either the TV show is giving them more credit than they deserve, or maybe they've suddenly started getting a clue. But either way, it's not been bad. It's been enjoyable. But again, I didn't go looking for last night's episode as soon as it was over. And will I get to it tonight? I don't know. But it has been all right to watch. They're down to, I think after tonight's eviction, they'll be down to the final 5. So it's getting close to the end for Big Brother Canada. And that would lead into, what about Big Brother USA? Well, we don't know. I mean, as far as we don't have anything official, and my contact that has show affiliations doesn't have any official start date or anything yet, but all signs seem to point to yes, and I would say at a fairly normal start time. I would guess still no live audience. That's my guess. I have no information about that, but I'm just thinking there won't be. Maybe they'll have limited. Maybe they'll spread them out, but I'm thinking no. I mean, Canada is still being really careful about that, and I think they would rather err on the side of caution than have anything bad potentially happen or have someone get it. I did see the other day yesterday that California apparently has the lowest per capita rate of COVID at the moment, so that's good. What else? Nothing about Big Brother USA, just that it's still on the horizon. There is Big Brother Australia, and Big Brother Australia is about to debut, but I can't remember the debut date. I don't know if it's this weekend or if it's coming up. It may be coming up today. It could be starting today for all I know, but it's close. And it looked like there's like nearly 20 or 21 house guests or housemates, as they're called in Australia, I think. So that's a lot. Maybe they're going to eliminate a lot faster. Maybe they're going to, and that was, people were saying that's before Intruders. So I don't know. And Intruders, for those of you that don't know, is the Big Brother Australia and other series, other besides the US and Canada versions. It's the people introduced into the house after the show's been on for a while that come in to get to play. But a lot of times they have the deck stacked against them because they've already. The alliances have already been made, and so the odds are that somebody brand new coming in is going to have a hard time breaking into those bonds that pre-existed. So that's what's up with Big Brother Australia. Next, we can jump over to The Circle. Now, I know I talked about The Circle UK in my previous ones that I never uploaded, and now we're out like 2 or 3 weeks from the end of it. Maybe only a week, but it seems like 2 or 3 weeks. I'm still not going to spoil anything. I will say that it was a really good season. I really enjoyed it. And I have gotten at least one person who's never watched any Circle or Big Brother before. I got him to watch season 2 of the UK version of Big Brother, and he was enjoying it. Now, he's starting to lose a little bit of interest. He did binge watch it to start with, but he's on like episode 14 or so in there, and I think he's kind of slowing down. I think he's getting that I'm kind of full feeling. But he also, there's a bit more drama going on, and he's not a big fan of a lot of drama. He's also, spoiler alert, not for most of you, but he's also not a fan of, I'll just say this. He told me the other day, because I know he won't listen to this, that he's not a fan of a certain house guest. That he says, I really don't like that person. And all I could think was, well, that person wins the game, so you may not like the rest of this season. I didn't say anything to him, but that's what I thought. So, anyways, those of you that know who won season 2, now you know who I'm talking about. And he said, I'm not a fan of him. Oops, I said him. Oh, well, whatever. So that's Circle UK Season 3. Again, I enjoyed it. It was good. It had a good ending. It definitely kept you on the edge of your seat. As far as who won it, I am of the total attitude of I really didn't care who won. I wouldn't have disappointed in any of the final 5 if they had won. So I was okay with the person that won. I certainly was a bit surprised, but you know what? I would have been surprised with almost any of them winning it because I just wasn't sure. I kind of thought I knew how it was going to go, and it didn't go quite the way I expected. That may be a tiny bit of a spoiler for some people because I feel like they, of course, they knew who was going to win. That's the thing. They edited the show before we saw the winner, so they knew who was going to win. And they may have intentionally made it seem like someone was kind of more of a lock to win than really was, for that twist effect, for that oh wow effect. That's just how they do those shows, which is how Survivor gets edited. Because they know who wins before we even see the first show. But you've heard that all from me before. All right, so that's the Circle UK. The Circle USA is now 8 episodes out. They're only doing 12. So really, we just have 1 week to go. They're putting out 4 episodes every Wednesday. So last night they put out the second 4 episodes, and I watched all of them. And had them all watched by like 9:30 at night. And I'm enjoying it. Not as much as the Circle UK, to be totally honest. But I also feel it's a slightly different style of show. And it's also only 12 episodes, whereas Big Brother UK, Circle UK, the most recent season was 21 episodes. So they've got twice as long. You get more people. They can develop the characters a bit more. This one feels a bit more rushed to me. But I am enjoying it. And I did talk about it, but I don't know if I ever set up one of my CarCasts where I said it. I quote, and I'm using quotes loosely, I know one of the players in the Circle USA because Jack, who is pretending to be someone named Emily, played in the game Sequester with me last summer for one game. My second game on May 30th, he was one of the other players. Now, I have to be honest. I couldn't have told you that if I'd seen Jack on the screen and hadn't known, if he hadn't have popped back into our private DM chat for that group and said hi, because he'd been completely silent for like 6 or 8 months. And part of it probably is because he was on this show. But when he was announced as a cast member, he bumped into our chat and mentioned it to us. Or maybe he came in the day before or something and just said hi. But it's kind of cool. I went back and watched my 5:30, May 30th of 2020 Sequester. I watched parts of it to see how Jack and I interacted. And honestly, I only found... Now, I didn't sit through and watch every minute, but I only found one moment that I recalled, that I don't even remember it, but where Jack and I were together. There was a couple other people in the room, but Jack was telling me he liked my vibe and he was good with me. Now, of course, he could have been voting me out that very same round, but you know, that was my moments with Jack, who is now on a reality TV show. So it's kind of cool, but I don't remember playing with Jack. But he's a nice guy, and I really like him, and that's cool as hell. I don't think Jack will hear this either, because he's not much of a Twitter person. I think he's more of an Instagram person. But if he does, hey, Jack, good to see you. Good, glad that you could listen to this. But I would definitely recommend The Circle USA if you haven't seen it. You can watch season... I don't think season 2 has revealed who won season 1. There's no particular reason to watch season 2 before season 1 or season 1 before season 2. The only exception is, tiny spoiler, and that's, again, only through 8 episodes. Someone on season 2 is related to someone that was on season 1. But we wouldn't have known that if they hadn't have said it. That's not a big, huge spoiler. But it's been done well. There was a twist right at the end of the 8th episode, which I was hoping was going to happen. Because I didn't want to... I'll just say that. For those of you that have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. I expected the twist that they threw in at the end of episode 8, and I was hoping it was going to happen. Just because of what it meant. Again, kind of vague, but those of you that are watching it know what I mean and will understand it. So the last 4 episodes will be next Wednesday, and I'll be tuning in. I'll probably binge watch it on Wednesday because I want to get it watched before the online spoilers happen, and I can talk about it without having to worry about seeing something. So that is The Circle USA. All right, I'm being really good about staying on point, not getting too distracted. So it's time to get a little bit distracted. Actually, I am about 5 minutes from my first destination this evening. And so I'm going to be wrapping it up anyways. So what else to talk about? Oh, I mentioned Paramount. So those of you that know, Paramount switched over, took over CBS All Access. I signed up for the $50 for a year with the 50% off. Gosh, I can't remember if you can still do it this month. I think March. I don't know if you can do it during April. I'll have to revisit that and look, and I'll retweet it or update my tweet if you can still get 50% off for a month. I'm thinking that offer may be over. But, of course, they'll bring it back at some point. And that brought up a point that I had with with my friend again, John, who was asking if I still made money off of referrals for like CBS All Access. And I actually do, and I actually did. And I made a small amount of money for the people that signed up for Paramount with all the coupon codes that were coming with the sign-up referral links. I did make some money, which was very cool. Thanks to those of you who use my links to subscribe. Not a ton, honestly. I don't know if I can actually talk actual dollar amounts, so I'm kind of being vague, but I bought enough to take my wife out to a fairly nice dinner. With a nice bottle of wine and a healthy tip for the waiter or for the server. So that's so far what I have made with the referral codes that happened when they announced that they were going to Paramount and people were signing up for the free month or whatever. And I was thinking about all the other ways I've made little, nickels and dimes here and there. There is still my Patreon, which those of you that are still Patreons for me specifically, God bless you. Thank you. It is nice of you. I appreciate it. And that is one of the reasons I felt guilty about not doing these, as I haven't done these for a while. Oh, crap. I got to remember. That's the only other problem with this right now, is that I am at my limit on my Spreaker. And so when I record these, I have 100 hours maximum that I have on my Spreaker. And so I have to go and delete my oldest ones. But I'm too ADD, or not too ADD. I'm too OCD about these for some reason. And I keep downloading them to save them. So I just finished downloading and saving all of my CarCasts from Big Brother Over the Top, like I really need those or will ever listen to them again. But I have downloaded them. And now I'm into the next season, and I go in and I download those, and then I have to delete them so that I can make space to upload these. So there's a chance that I may not be able to upload this until I've actually deleted some of those. So that's the problem. That's one of the other reasons that I go like, oh, if I record it, I got to delete it. But I'm going to do it. Pardon me. I'm going to cough. Okay, I'm back. So I do make a tiny bit of money off my Spreakers. I average, probably tomorrow after this one goes up, I'll probably make $1. I think that's what it'll show in the advertising that's at the end of this. I'll get the revenue from that. And I might make $1 tomorrow, and then maybe 10 cents the next day and 3 cents the next day. And it kind of goes down as people listen to it. That's the advertising at the end that I turned on last year maybe or so. That's how that works. I'm trying to explain some of the money, aspects, because people don't talk about that kind of stuff. And I'm not making big bucks off of this. I mean, like I said, I get the people that are the patrons. Thank you very much. I get the people that listen to the ads at the end of this. Thank you very much. I get my referrals from Paramount now, from CBS All Access. Thank you very much. But of course, I have the costs that go out too, and I'm spending several $100s every year for the Spreaker costs money, my web hosting costs money for BigBrotherGossip.com and iLoveReality.com and BigBrotherPodcast.com, and several others ones. So that all ends up in costs. I mean, I'm still on the net positive by a little tiny bit, but it's not a whole lot. But I still enjoy doing it. So the other way I've made a tiny, tiny bit of money is Survey Savvy, a survey thing. I still have made a few bucks. I think I requested a payment about a month ago for $10, because every once in a while I'll do a survey, or people that I have done my referral code will do a survey. And so over the course of a year, I probably make $10 a year from Survey Savvy. It's a legit thing. It's a legit site, but the amount of money you get for the amount of time you spend is very, very little. But hey, you know what? It's kind of just another way to just every little penny, every little thing adds up. What's another way I've made money online? I can't think of anything else right now. I think there's something lurking in the back of my brain, but it's not coming out. What else do I have to tell you guys? I did get my... those of you that don't know, I did have COVID last late November, early December. I was asymptomatic, except for I lost my sense of smell, and my sense of taste is very, very muted. Like, the way I say it is, I can tell you I'm eating a fruit. I can tell by the taste that it's something sweet, but I couldn't tell you like a specific flavor very easily. I've been having Neapolitan ice cream a few times recently, and I couldn't tell you if I was eating chocolate or strawberry or vanilla very easily. It would be tough if I was blindfolded. So that's kind of a strange thing. I think it's starting to slowly come back, but very, very slowly. My sense of smell, I don't know. Lately, the past couple of days, I just told a coworker, I work with computers all day, and I've had this little nagging sense of smell of like burning electronics, just very, very faint. But it's happening, there's no burning electronics, so I'm wondering if that's, you hear weird things about people's weird senses, and I think this may be part of it. I'm hoping it goes away, because I really don't want to have the rest of my life where the only smell I have is like a little bit of burning electronics. But I can smell things if I stick my nose right in them, like a glass of wine or a beer. If I stick my nose right in it and just inhale really deeply, I can get the essence of it. But if that's the worst of it, that's okay. I did get my vaccine, though. That's where I started on this. Was I got my second shot on, it's been like 3 weeks now. Actually, 3.5 weeks. So I am considered fully vaccinated, which is cool. Everyone in my family is fully vaccinated. My kids are all there. I'm all there. So it's all a good thing. But with that, folks, I am going to sign off because I'm home. And I need to go in and take care of my dog. And then I need to get my butt to a track meet. All right. It is 47 degrees. It's going to be cold. Is it 47? No, wait, maybe it is 56 degrees. It's not as bad, but it's totally cold and windy. All right, with that, I'm going to go. I hope you're all well. Holler at me on Twitter, BBGOSSIP. Thank you for listening, everybody. Oh, I still haven't been doing periscopes or anything. There's a whole other thing I can talk about. I don't know what I'm going to do about doing live video. How frustrating. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.